Hi everyone, my name is Abel Cantoma. This is Archicad. Honestly, this software is a very great software. I just want to do a little dimensioning here. Then I'm just enjoying this software right now. You can see how easy it is to actually work on this Archicad environment. All I need to do is just to keep clicking. I'll click. At this point I'll double click and I'll drag and drop. Now you can see it has given me the dimension here. That is, if you want to actually come up with your dimension, sorry, I'm supposed to have double click there, and then I'll drop here. This software is very great. I find it very interesting and very easy to use as well. Once I click here, you can see this is actually the 3 dimension. It's very easy. I was explaining this software on the previous video on Archicad. You can see how you can actually have a cross section of this building. If I want to check for the cross section here, sorry, let me look for this cross section. I think is, let me come on that document section. So if I just click here, I can hold on shift to have a straight line. If I move my cursor this down, if I move this way, it's going to view this area. If I move this way, it's going to view this area. Okay, let's say I want to see this area. Let me see this opening here. So once I click here, you can see this is cross section 2 okay. So if I double click here under this my section, you can see that opening there. There's no door here, but I have a door here. You can see the cross section. Honestly, this software is very great. I was showing, and I was actually explaining how to come about your floor plan directly on Archicad here. Okay, you can actually do your floor plan here. All you need to do is just to start up with your grid, which I explained at the beginning from my previous training. All you need to do is just to hold on shift and you drop. If I hold this and I hold on shift and I drop, you can see I have my grids here. All I need to do is just to move and copy. That's drag and copy. You can hold, and all you need to do is just to drag and copy through D. So if I hold on shift D, I can type in the dimension there. Let's say I want this to be 4 meters. Here I just drag and copy. If I hold on shift D, I will just press on shift and D, okay, then I can type in the value there. Let's say this is 4 meters. Okay, you can see how easy it is to actually come about this. Let me do this again. I can hold on Control Shift D to copy a grid. If you hold on Control Shift and D, then you can type in the value there. Let's say this is I'll make this 2 meters, okay, and I click on OK. You can see how interesting it is to actually achieve your grids here. You can also drag this to make this look more presentable than the way it is. You can see dragging is very easy, but you must have done some of the little settings here, one of the settings is just to hold on Control 7. If you hold on Control 7, you can specify that's in your story settings. You can see here I have my ground floor as 3 meters. Here I can type in this as first floor or whatever, or is it the roof level or whatever I want to call this. You can type in that. It depends on how many stories you are designing. So you can insert a new story below, you can insert above. You can see below here, you can see above. You can also delete any of these stories. If all I need to do is just to click on it and I click on delete, you can see that has actually gone. And I can insert a new story. Let's say I want to insert a new story above this roof level. All I need to do is just to click on insert, and that is all. That is done already for me, and then I will give that story a name. Okay, it's very easy. So once you do that, oh god, what have I done? Okay, ground floor. Sorry, let me look at my 3D. Okay, my design is still okay. Okay, let me highlight this, and again, least I forget, if you come under this your option, if you go to project preference, if you click on working unit, you can actually play around with the unit here, and then to how many decimals. Okay, so it depends on how many decimal you want that to be, so you can just type in that from here, and then you can select your unit, whether it is actually in imperial units or it is in metric units, whatever unit you want to actually make use of. I always like to make use of my millimeter. Okay, so if I highlight this, I can drag this to the software. Is very easy. You can see how the floor plan is represented in this Archicad. This is actually one thing that's really captured my attention, is how the floor plan is well represented. You can see how the floor plans actually comes out, and then this directly you can just print this as it is. You can insert all your dimensions, insert all your kitchen appliances, and your cushions, that's your sofas in your living room, your bed in the bedroom, and all that. I'm going to be showing you that as we proceed. So after coming up with your grid, the next thing you need to do, that's if you already have your floor plan probably sketched out somewhere, and then you can actually, that's better in a sheet of paper. You can also import into the software from your AutoCAD environment. Okay, and then you can export to your AutoCAD environment as well. I'm going to be showing you that even as we progress. Okay, if I click on wall tool, you can see here we have so many other tools here under my design. If I come under here, you can see this is also design. If I come to architectural tools, you can see we have our walls, our column, our roof, our shell, staircase, and all that. They are very much available here. So all I need to do is to click on wall. If I click on wall, I will click on this settings dialog. You can see it will bring me to the wall settings dialog, where I can actually change my wall height and all that. Not linked. I can make this not to link to anywhere. You can see it was actually linked to my roof level. Okay, but let's say I don't want to link this to the roof. And then you can see here I have the thickness of this wall is 230 here. If I bring it back here, you can see I cannot highlight. By default the wall thickness here is 300. If we click here, you can also play around with that, but this is the one I use here, and then all I need to do is just to specify the thickness of my wall. and then the height here based on my story settings is actually 3 meters, but I can as well change the height thickness to whatever height, sorry, the wall height to whatever height I want this to be. Okay, so but you can see this is actually at the outside face, so that is why my wall is actually following the outside face of this grid, but I don't want it to be outside, I want it to be centralized, so it's going to be center to center. Okay, so if I drag this way, I'll drag this. So these are all the external walls. Sorry, I don't want this to here. So but then I will still click on this wall properties here. I don't want this to be 230, the one internal wall, that's more like my partition wall here. I want it to be 150, and then here I can as well, you can even use your normal line to get some of this. Okay, let's say I have my line here. Sorry, I'll hold on shift to get a straight line, and then this line here I'm going to copy, that's copy this line to, let's say I want the bathroom to be 1500, so I can have my grid here. So all I need to do is just to copy this, drag and copy. Let me drag and copy here, so you can see I just placed that. Sorry, I'm supposed to drag. You can hold on Control Shift D. Alright, so you can see I now have my grid here. So you can do that. There are so many ways to achieve this. You can also just all you need to do, you can as well just drag and copy and specify the distance. Let's say I want the distance to be 500, for example. So I just specify the distance, and you can see. So I'll delete the other grid. So you can see now I have this here. So let's say I want to draw a wall here. You can just draw a very small wall here. You can see what I have now. Then these grids, you can change the namings to whatever you want to make use of. So let's say I make this A, sorry, cap lock A, B. You can see all I do is just to click on that grid and change it to, okay, yeah, that's C, that's there. So here I can also change this to 1. Okay, let me show you something very interesting about this software that I really like. You can see if I want to really change or highlight all of these grids, all I need to do is just to click on grid element. You can see here it has switched in our setting dialog here as grids. So all I need to do is just to hold on Control A. You can see all the grids has been highlighted. The same way with my walls. Let's say I want to highlight my walls. All I need to do is just to go under design, click on walls, and then if I hold on Control A, you can see all of my wall has been highlighted. Very easy. This software is very easy and very interesting, as you can see for yourself. And then even if I come back to this my grids element here, if I click on grid element here and I click on these settings, if it brings me to my settings here, you can also change it to this one here. You can see the style is in ABC. You can switch it to 1 2 3 or switch it to whatever style you actually want to adopt. So I'm going to maintain that ABC, so you can play around with that. Let's see these grids. Since this grid is actually stopping, this wall is actually an internal wall here, which is like a partition wall. So this wall, let's say I drag these grids here, for example, and let's say these grids I can play around with this. Just come to the settings here, on this place I can just come under grid here. I can uncheck these and I click on OK. No, what have I done? Okay, sorry about that. Marker. Okay, this section element. Oh no, floor supposed to be this. Under my floor plan, yeah, this is floor, this one is section. At the section you can turn off your grid labels here and check on anyone and uncheck the marker as you want. So we are actually at floor plan. This is not a cross section, so this is where I'm supposed to turn that marker from. So you can see this has actually updated real time. Okay, so that is how to come about this. All I need to do now is just to, I can as well change these grids to 2. This one I change it to 3. So you can see how interesting this software can be. It's very interesting. This software is very interesting. If I click on 3D model now, let me come here. Exactly, so you can see what we have here already. So it has given us the 3D already. So right now, let's say I want to actually have a concrete fascia for this. I'm going to show you how to come about a concrete fascia. All you need to do is just to go under your option, and you come to option, come to complex profile. If I click on complex profile, I'll come to profile manager. So once I click on profile manager, I have to switch this to my 3D, sorry, and then you can see this is actually wall, use with wall. No, I want this to be as beam. So I have to click on new. This I will name this CC or CF. Let's say CF, concrete fascia. I'll switch this to beam. I'll uncheck that of the wall, and then to come about my fascia now, all I need to do is to, you can see this star here, or is it X? If I click on that point, I can hold on shift to have a straight line, or I can hold on shift D in order for me to specify a distance. So if I type 600 for example here now, and I click here, shift D to specify a distance and to give me a straight line, I will type 600, and then I'll hold on this, shift D, and then let's say I type 100 here, and then here also I'll hold on shift D, and then I type another 100. Here I'll type shift D, type 100. Okay, So let me come here, 100, Shift D, 100, Shift D, another 100, Shift D, 100. Okay, 100, and then I will draw like a straight line here, but this straight line I want it to be curved. So if I sorry once you double tap, it's going to break the line at the center, which was a very big mistake I did. So you can see here I can have a curve. All I need to do is to select, I want this to be a curve, so this here now I want to have a curved line here as well. So let's say I will hold on Shift D, Control Shift D, Control Shift D, good, no, Control Shift D, 230, okay. I don't know. All right, let me just have this way, okay. Then I'll hold on space key. If I type on this fill tool, I want to fill in this. If I hold on space, space, and I drop this, I can also edit this to, let's look for like a concrete, since it's a concrete fascia, let me give it a concrete look. Okay, so let's say this is this way, and then all I need to do now is just to save. Once I save, and then I close it. So all I need to do now is to come back to my ground floor, and then I will go to my design, and then I come to my beam, and then I click on this settings. You can see I will switch to segments. When I come to my segments, I already have a concrete fascia there, but the one I did now is CF, so name that CF, and I will click on OK. So all I need to do now is just to draw my fascia around my wall. So you can achieve whatever shape of fascia you want to achieve. You don't have to do it exactly as the way I did mine, okay, because mine can, okay, this is not drawn at the level I expected it to draw, but I can actually take this up to, let me come to Control 7. Okay, Control 7 is story 0 to 3 meters. Okay, So let me switch to my 3D here. Well, I can just select this and then I can move it. Shift D. Yeah, 3 meters. Okay, so I have it at the height of 3 meters here. I can use my normal orbit to rotate. So you can see I have my fascia here on this building. Alright, so let's come to sorry, this was not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to draw this at this level. Okay, I'm supposed to draw this fascia at this level. That is why I'm having that error. Sorry about that. Okay, CF is still there. That's the last one I used. So I'll redraw this. Let me come to ground floor. Okay, good. I think it's a bit cleaner now. Okay, so you can see automatically now I did not have to actually move it to the upper level. Okay, so I'll come back to my ground floor. The next thing here I'm going to do is I can position my doors and my windows very easy. The software is very easy. It's a software you can learn in one day and start using it that very day, honestly speaking. And then as you can see, you generate your floor plan, gives you your 3D automatically, and then you can insert your doors and your windows very easy. If I click on this door tool now, let's say I'm having my door here. Let's say I'm having my door here. If I come to these properties here, the settings here, you can select the size of door. Let's say I won't select this one, for example. You can see the door leaf, the door handle. You can select the kind of handle. You can see how interesting this software is. So let's say I pick this type of handle, and then the door leaf, let's say you can select whatever pattern that you actually want to make use of. Okay, so let's say I want to use this one, for example. At liberty to do all that you want to do. And then let's say I want to make this size of this door to be 900. Okay, and then if I click on that 900, and then the seal to story is 100. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that 100. Yeah, let me leave it at 100. There's no. Alright, let me leave it. Okay, so let's say I place this my door here. Okay, so you can see that means I'm making this door to open this way. Okay, let's say now, for example, that this door is positioned at, let's say, from the drawing, let's say this is positioned at let's say, hold on, shift key, let's say 600 away from here to where this door is. All you need, you can see I just use the line, and then I offset this line here. So if I hold on shift and I click on this door, and then I will just move this door down to the point where I have that line, you can see it has actually moved. The wall has actually also adjusted with it real time. Interesting, right? So by the time I measure this now, if I measure from this wall now to where I have this my door right now, and I double click here, you can see it's telling me 0.6, which is actually what I did, which is correct. Amazing, right? If you already love what you are seeing, please like this video, just give it a thumbs up. Okay, subscribe to this channel, is 100% free. Click on the bell icon so as for you to get a notification whenever I post videos. I post videos like this on a weekly, sometimes on a daily, just to encourage as many that actually want to have a deeper insight of design. So you can see once I type in, I can move in all directions. As I'm moving, my cursor is following me. So you can see if I move it this way, I can move upward. If I move this left side, you can see it's following. If I bring it, it swings to whatever direction I'm moving this my door. So if I want this door to open inside, okay, open inside the kitchen, I will just do that. You can see this is the entrance door, is supposed to open outside, which is okay. And then this one, this door, I can as well change this type of door or change the size of that door, because this time around this other opening is supposed to be for my toilet. So if I click on OK now, if I come here now, let's say I have this way and it's opening this way. Okay, so you can see what I have here now. Very interesting, right? Very interesting. This software is very interesting, honestly. It's very fast. You can achieve your design very fast. You can see as you are doing your floor plan, it's giving you your 3D automatically. You don't have to really stress yourself. You can see that opening. If I rotate, you can see the opening here, and then you can see the elevations are there too as well. If I tap on elevations, all I need to do is to zoom and look for, okay, this one is not capturing this other one because I did not create an elevation for this, but automatically by default when you open the software, the elevations will be there. So all I need to do now is just to place my elevations. It's just to place them. It's not like it's difficult to place. All you need to do is just to place them. Okay, very easy to do. You can see the elevation tool here. You can see the cross section tool here. If I click on this elevation tool, if I click here and I hold on my shifts, it's just like you are drawing a line. If I make it to point here, you can see it's pointing here. So by the time we go through our elevations again, we are going to view that there. So if I click on here, so you can rename all the elevations. If I hold on this, good. So you can see not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. You can change the name for each of these elevation. If I double tap on this, it will always bring this settings dialog for you. You can change the name to whatever that you feel like you want to use, whether you can name it front, back, left, right, like that. So you can name it in that form, and then you are good to go. If I double click on not 1, you can see it's giving me that elevation. If I double click on not 2, it's giving me that. Not 3, you can see my door there. Not 4, you can see what I have. Amazing, right? So let me come back to this point, and then here I'm going to place my windows the same way we did for doors, the same way you do for your windows. All you need to do is just to click on window tool. If I click on window tool and I click on the settings dialog for my windows, I can select whatever type of window I want to make use of. Let's say I want to make use of this type of window, and then the size of that window is actually 1200 by 1200. I always like to use this size of window. I don't know why. I've been very used to it. So, and then your seal height, okay, I'm going to make this 900. Okay, that's going to be my seal height. So if I click on OK, and then you can centralize this. How do you centralize this? You can use your normal line tool to know where the center is, and then from there you can be able to, so I leave this at this, and then I place this here. Okay, so if I check the dimension of this now, let me go through here. If I click this, and then let's say I try to check or give this dimension here, okay, so you can see this is 4 meters, this is 2 meters. So definitely the center from here now to here will be 2 meters. So if I want to place my window at the center, or if I subtract 1200 from 4000, I'm going to be having 2800. So if I now divide my 2800 by 2, I'm going to be having 1400. So all I need to do is just to put in my line here, and then, sorry, that line is not a straight line, I'm going to delete that. I'll find this center to this, I'll hold on shift. Okay, so now this line I'll copy, drag and copy, and I'll shift D and I'll type in 1400, and then I'll click on enter. So this window, all I need to do now is just to hold on shift D, and then I'll drag this window and I'll drop it where my line is. So you can see this window has actually been placed at the center. So to confirm if this window is truly at the center, all I need to do is just to take the measurement here, take the measurement here, know the measurement here, and then sorry, let me not take it this way, let me take it center here, 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 and here. So I'll double tap here. So you see this is 1.4, 1200, 1.4. So this my window is actually at the center. It's the same way you can do for whatever, whether for your doors, for your windows, to place them in their right positions. So you can do all that for all of them. So let's come back to my windows here. I'm going to use the same window for my kitchen here. I will just since it's the same, this time around I'm not going to bother about centralizing it. So you can do that for all, but here, since this is a toilet, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a smaller size of window here. So I'll come to the settings dialog, and then I'm going to change this window to 600 by 600, and then the seal height here, I'm going to make it 1500. So from the roof beam level to the from where the windows for the toilet is starting from is going to be 900 plus 600 plus 15 is going to give you a 3 meters height. I pray you understand the point I'm trying to make. Okay, so this is what I'm going to have here now. If I orbit this, good. Sorry, I'm looking for my toilet window. Oh, no. Okay, something is wrong somewhere. Let me use Ctrl Z. Uh-oh. Sorry, something is wrong. somewhere. Let me have this here. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's actually in the right position, but I need to place this and correct this here. For this will be 900, for this will be 1200, this will also be 1200, and I will click on OK. Perfect. So if I switch to my 3D, let me see what I have. Oh, amazing, right? So let's say here now at the foundation level, I will go to here, I will switch to FD. You can see the wall is actually reflecting here at the foundation level. So all I need to do is just to trace this wall here. I'll check the property of this wall and I'll make it 230 and I'll click on OK, and then I'm going to just trace it. This is just me tracing my wall at the foundation level. But see, the reason why this is actually showing here is because I asked this software to show trace as reference. If I take that off, it's not going to show here, but it's showing as trace as reference because I have actually turned it on. So it's displaying what I have at the ground floor level at the foundation level. Okay, so you can actually just use that to trace where you have your walls. Okay, so I believe I have even talked about this in the previous class. So at the foundation level, this is just what I'm going to be having, assuming at the foundation level. So if I click on this, now you can see the height of this wall has in a way increased, including the foundation level here. So if I orbit this, I'm going to be having this. Okay, so let's come back to my ground floor level. All I need to do is switch to ground floor. Here at my ground floor level, let's go to roof level. At my roof level here now, I'm going to actually insert my roof. So I'll click on roof tool. If I click on roof, I'm just going to trace the path. Now you can see I have geometry single plane, I have geometry multiple plane. So if I trace the path for this and I click here, you can see that is all. My roof has actually been created, but it has been created at Control 7. Let me see, story tree. Okay, okay, let me go to the properties of this roof. And I'll click here. This thickness, I'm going to make it 50, and then the angle, let's say I make it 30, and then this my offset here, I'm going to turn it to 0. Okay, so I'm going to move this roof, drag, oh my god, rotate this. Well, okay, so I can switch back to ground floor. At my ground floor now, I can place some things like let's say I place my let's say I have okay. Okay. What else am I looking for? Okay, let me zone this. Let me zone this. Okay, if I zone this now, let's come to this is my zone 2. If I click on zone, if I click here, I'll find the center of this and I'll click. You can see it has given that a name. I'll click inside here and find the center and I'll drop it. I'll click inside and then I'll find the center and I'll drop. It's just to centralize that name. Okay, so if I hold on shift and I select this zone, if I go to the properties here, I can change this name to the bedroom or whatever I want to call this, and then I can select this category to a residential / recreational, and then I click on OK. So the same way, okay, I think there's a mistake in the spelling here. It's supposed to be BED. Good, you can see that has been updated. I'll come here as well and name this kitchen. So you can as well change the name to 2. You can see it's telling you the area of this particular kitchen. Here is also telling you the area of this particular bedroom or room or whatever you want to call it. You know, this is more like the normal student lodge that you see students staying in student areas. Okay, that's how you mostly see their houses. It's more like this. Yeah, so if we have something like this, let's say this is how it is. Okay, so this is the bedroom, this is the kitchen, this is the toilet. Okay, and then if you come to your object tool, you can actually place like your what do you call it, like your sofa. You can actually select that. If I come here, I can select what kind of or I can just type sofa. Okay, so you can see it's giving me options of the type of sofa I may want to have. So but this is a student room, for example. I may not need maybe a single 2. So I can as well move this. So if I click on this object, I can as well rotate. I can rotate multiple copies. I can just rotate it. So if I click here and then I can rotate it. Alright, and then I can move it. So you can rotate. Sorry, let me rotate this again. Then I can also move and then I can also have maybe my bed. If I type bed, or I selected one bed just now and that didn't work. Okay, this is the bed I want. So I can take this off. This one I can move it, and then I can also rotate it. I can hold on shift to get it straight, and then I can move by clicking on drag. So if I have it this way, for example, you can have all of that. You just come to your object, you can type in whatever you want to type in here, and you just find that here. If you come to TV, you can see you have different TV sets, you have a TV stand, you have, it's very this software is very great. Honestly, you can play around for your kitchen and all that, your kitchen sink, your cooker, your whatever you want to make use of, in your toilet seat and all that. You can actually play around with that. If I type in toilet, so you can see I have my WC here. If I click on this, and then I can also rotate. You can rotate it, shift, rotate, hold on shift, and then I can move by dragging it. Let's say I have it here. Okay, amazing, right? Yeah, amazing. So you can just place in your dimensions for this. You can see all my elevations are also very much ready. You can see the elevation is there. You can see these are all the elevations. In few minutes you can achieve all of these. Okay, few minutes you can achieve all of these in very few minutes. Okay, so it saves your time. It saves a whole lot of your time. And the good thing about this again is that it generates your doors, your window schedules, all your schedules for you automatically. I'm telling you, by itself it will just generate all the schedules for you. You can as well just print your schedule. You can get a cross section immediately. All that is going to appear in your design very fast. The software is very fast. It gives you a whole lot of things. This software is very easy and very fast to use, honestly. So you can see we have let's see door schedule, window schedule. Now if I come to my windows, you can see all the size of the windows that I have used in all the designs automatically. I did not do anything about it. The software generated those schedules for me by itself. And then my dimensions, this is actually one thing that really caught my attention about this software. It's very flexible. If I click here, click here, let's say, sorry, click here. So you can see it's giving me all that information in short, within a very short period. You are achieving a whole lot. Honestly, if you have been using AutoCAD to generate your architectural drawing, I'm telling you that you are really taking too much of your time to do designs. Okay, I used to be like that, doing all of my working drawing on my 2D drawings strictly on AutoCAD. You can see this is a very great software that you can use to achieve your 2D automatically, like without you stressing much of yourself. As you are doing your 2D, is actually generating your 3D for you automatically by itself. Okay, so this is actually a very great tool that you can actually use. And you know, by the time you bring out your designs in your 3D, you know, it tends to really capture the attention of the clients. You know, there is this feeling where you give the clients, where he feels you are really capable, you are competent enough and all that. Okay, and then you never can tell, they might most likely even give you the contract to actually execute. Okay, 3D really sells you out very well. So here I can also put in my dimension here, and then here. Good. So if I want to know the size of this window, the dimension inside, I can as well do for the one inside. Okay, the same thing. So you can do your dimension anyhow you actually want to do your dimension. Amazing. Honestly, this software is a very great software that you can use to do your design much more easier and even much faster. Honestly speaking, I'm telling you, it's much faster to achieve your design with this software than using the normal AutoCAD that you are using to do your designs at all time. And then it gives you more informations. Okay, AutoCAD is more manual, that you have to generate your elevations automatic by yourself, but this one is automatic. You can see all the elevations are generated for us automatically by the software. You don't have to actually manually do all these elevations yourself. Okay, and then the tendency of you having a more accurate elevations is even higher than you doing it manually. You know, there are so many human errors that will most likely take place. Okay, so if you love what you are seeing, make sure that you stay blessed. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. It's actually 100% free. Just click on the red button and you have subscribed, written subscribe, and you have subscribed already. Okay, just give this video a thumbs up. Okay, if you go down below the description of this video, you find a link to this channel. Visit the channel and keep yourself busy. Okay, we have covered a wide range of design in architecture, in mechanical and electrical, in structures, in water designs, and even road designs as well. Okay, so you can go visit the channel and engage and keep yourself busy. Make sure you stay safe and make sure you stay blessed.